Hey, what's up, guys? It's K West here with,
Princess Slim.
and he just came back from NEC where he double perfected MarlinPie in Guilty Gear. And for those of you who don't know, Guilty Gear is MarlinPie's game. He's been playing it for too long. His execution is too good, and he's normally the one that double perfects everybody else. So how did it feel going up against MarlinPie? Did you have any nerves? Were you like, MarlinPie is actually the GOAT? Do I have to play him differently, or did you just play him like any other Zato?
Okay, when I was playing against MarlinPie, I was just, before I started playing, I just went up and was like, okay, I just want to beat him. Because my goal was to make it out of my pool and top 16 in the winner's side. And I knew I'm pool like that Wednesday. So I was like, okay, I got to beat him. And then I had played him in Summer Jam and it was 1-2. So I was like, okay, I can do it. So my goal was just, just play him regular, do what I normally do, and just not block at all. Because I knew if I blocked, I was going to lose.
That's the most sober answer ever.
No. If you block Zato, you have to block the whole time and you lose. It's so hard.
On top of that, did you ever have a time did you specifically, since you knew Wednesday, was there any specific tech that you trained against? Was there any training partner that played Zato where you're like, hey, go study MarlinPie for a day and try and emulate him or anything like that?
When I saw that it was MarlinPie, I had my friend Nitro Noodles, who I played against in TFC in top 16, and he also plays Zato. So I had him play Zato versus me for like 20-something games. But it wasn't super useful because MarlinPie's Zato is so much better than any other Zato any other Zato that's on this coast. Yeah, that's fair to say. Okay. So it was helpful, but I mean, it was pretty helpful because I ended up winning, so there's that, yeah.
I was watching one of the matches, and it looked like MarlinPie dropped a combo, and you had a pixel health. What was going in through your mind? Were you automatically ready to go as soon as you dropped the combo? Were you like, MarlinPie's going to drop it? Or did you actually just be like, oh, snaps, I have a chance, and then you started pressing buttons?
When I saw the drop, I was like, oh, it's definitely my turn. It's definitely now. The time is now. So I was like, okay, you got to mash, and then you got to confirm this crouching combo. And then you got to set play him until he dies. That was my whole goal. And I did it. And I was like, all right, great. Now I can just continue on winning, I guess. But yeah, when I saw the drop, I was like, well, one, I'm pretty sure I was already mashing. Oh, no. Actually, I wasn't. I was teching. I was like, because when you are playing Guilty Gear, you can tech out when the combo drops, you tech out.
Yes.
So I was like tapping to the tech. But when I tech, I tap with punch and kick. And so that's like already kind of mashing, so I just switched from that to just mashing. And then I was like, yeah, okay, we're good.
Another thing that I noticed that you actually hit on MarlinPie a lot was you would super jump really, really high in the air, and then you do a drop down on top of him. Was that planned, or was that kind of spur of the moment, maybe this will work, hopefully, kind of thing?
It was a little bit of both, like a little bit planned, a little bit hope it works. So the way it works is versus Zato. Versus Zato, when he has the Eddie out, he can anti-air my bed slam with Nobidu, which is like the Eddie up DP, I guess, is broken. But it gets the whole combo. It's so bad. Anyway, yeah. So I knew that when I was in the air, he was going to be like trying to do that like a lot. And I was looking at the Eddie meter, trying to see when he was doing it. And I would wait for him to do it and then do the bed slam so that I couldn't get anti-air out. And then I would kill the Eddie and then put him in block stun because bed slam is also plus. So yeah, that's what I was doing. It's also about, I did it the whole tournament. It's kind of like what Kazunoko does when he does like delay dive kick. It's the same idea.
So after you decimated MarlinPie, in my opinion, you really got in his head and did a lot of things that I think he hasn't seen before and got double perfect on him. You didn't even pop off. Why did you pop off for one of the best players? Were you just like, I just got to play my next match? Or were you just like so in the moment that you're like, I'm just happy I won?
So when I won, I didn't pop off because I knew I still had to beat Doran to get out of my pool. So I was like, why would I pop off? And then if I lose, I'm going to look stupid. And then I'm going to have to play him again and get double eliminated. So I was like, if I pop off, I'm look dumb. So I just didn't do that. Instead, I was like, let me just play my next match and get out of my pool and winners. And then I did like a very subtle pop off because I still wasn't in top 8. So I was like, it doesn't matter.
So now that you have NEC under your belt, what are you looking to do to further better yourself? And what tournament are you going to be going to next?
So to further better myself, right now I'm trying to just play against all of the players I can online. I couldn't play online, but then I come offline and play. And I'm also like practicing very, very specific punishes, trying to optimize all my punishes. Then I'm trying to optimize air grabs and anti-airs, because those are more advanced tools than Guilty Gear. Mostly air grabbing, because you have to have really clean inputs, and you have to be really early, or else the button will make you block, and then it's not good. There's that, and then I'm also just trying to get better at reading my opponent, because if you ever watch me play, I play kind of zony, and when you play zony like that, you have to know when they're trying to come in and we're not trying to back off. Trying to get better at that to a point where I can optimize my turns, basically. As far as my next tournament, I'm not sure. I do want to go to a couple more majors before the summer and before EVO. I'm not going to EVO, but before EVO. So it's kind of up in the air. I've been told I should go to like Frosty for final round, but those tournaments are hard to get to. So I'm gonna try my best, I guess.
You mentioned you're a kind of zony player. And one of the other things I noticed is that you're really, really patient, but once you get the opening, you're completely ruthless. You had, when I was watching against MarlinPie, it looked like he was almost lost in the corner. You had so many different mix-ups. You showed him so many different options from like one specific portion of the screen. Was that something you specifically worked on? Was your corner pressure? Was that something that you were like, oh, this is a weaker part of my game, maybe I should step it up?
So when I was training for TFC, I was running against a lot of set play characters. And I would be doing okay in neutral, like winning neutral, but then I would lose when they got knocked me down. I was like, this sucks. So then I was like, okay, when I knock them down, they're not losing. So I need to make them lose so that I don't have to go back to neutral. Maybe I'll lose. So then I was like, all right, I need to find all the dirtiest setups possible so I can just kill them. And then I went to the lab for like, I think an hour a day. And I started finding like a whole bunch of different tech. And then I started stealing people's tech because I'm lazy, and if I can steal it, I'll just steal it, like whatever. So yeah, I just like stole all people's tech and like try to optimize the Oki so that they just die because I didn't have time to be losing a game. I hate that. It sucks when you're winning neutral and then you lose because you got set played. It's like awful. So then when I win neutral and I just kill you, I don't have time.
You've been pretty new to the scene. Within what? How long have you been playing? Pretty much.
I think I started like 2012, maybe 2012, like late 2012. I remember. Right, like I only playing for like 3 months before Ultra came out, so yeah.
So you said you started playing a few months before Ultra. Was Ultra your first fighting game then?
My first fighting game was actually Tekken, and then I played Tekken like pseudo-competitively, starting in Tekken Tag. I went offline to just a couple sessions, but then the first game I took super duper seriously was Ultra.
And what character did you play in Ultra? Is it very similar to the Bedman character that you played in Guilty Gear, or did you try and switch up your styles when you switched games?
So the first character, well, that's not true. The first character I played was like Gin or something in Ultra, and I was like, I don't like it. So then I switched to Jury, who, in my opinion, plays not similar to Batman, but the way I play Batman, the styles look similar.
So with your first fighting game being Street Fighter, what made you make the transition to Guilty Gear, and how was the transition? Was it pretty easy? Was it harder than normal, you think?
So when I transitioned from Street Fighter to Guilty Gear, I always really wanted to play anime games, but I never had a PS3. So I finally bought a PS3, and I was like, all right, cool, anime, here we go. And it was actually really awkward because the buttons are very active in Guilty Gear, so footsies don't work the same at all. Because if you can try to whip punish or whip normal, and then you'll get counter hit because it's just that active. Yeah, it's actually gross. Yeah. So there's that, and the movement is actually very tricky. And the first character I tried to learn was like Venom, which is like, I couldn't do it. So then when I switched to Batman, because he doesn't have a run, and his air movement is like not an air dash, it's different. It kind of made more sense because I just walk back and forth and throw stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, it's Street Fighter, I can do this.
Do you have any shout-outs for any people that helped you out along the way, any companies or anything like that?
I want to say shout out to TGS, ThatGameStore, because it really helped me get better in like Street Fighter. Because I was actually a scrub and I played here a lot, and I'm still kind of shitty. I'm not that good though, but I'm still kind of scrubby. But I got a lot better. And then I also want to shout out, thank you online, because online Guilty Gear is the GOATs, and the connection is pretty good, and it helped me get a lot better. Also, shout out to the whole Richmond scene.
All right, thanks for coming out. We really appreciate the interview, and it was really nice to see the inside of a mind that can embody MarlinPie. And it was fun. I'm glad you were able to come out. Thank you again.
Yeah, no problem. Also, if anyone watches this, I just want you to know, like, I can still lose to MarlinPie. So if it happens, I get blown up. Like, don't come for me. Like, it can happen. You know, yeah, that's it. But yeah, thanks for having me, and it was really good, like really fun.
Nah, he's a MarlinPie killer.
Stop, please, oh my god.
MarlinPie killer.
I'm gonna get blown up in the next tournament. Oh my god.
All right, see you guys later.
Bye.